As I am sitting here, I can relate with Abraham regarding what he must have felt when he had to separate with Ishmael. Sometimes God promises us things, and after he has promised, what we do is fabricate things, take action that we think in taking that action we are demonstrating our faith. Sometimes we get tired in our waiting season. Sometimes we feel like we need to help God with the very same thing that he suggested to us in the first place. If it had not been for him showing us the possibility of what could be, we wouldn't have probably conceived that idea. But after we have conceived the idea, sometimes we get ahead of God and try to induce the baby while the baby is still an embryo. The baby, I'm referring to the promise, while it is in the stage where it cannot. And I'm coming here to say, I just recently went through something that taught me that God, in our waiting season, sometimes what he requires from us is posture. Sometimes the thing that we can do to help ourselves and not necessarily to help God is posture. That is the action that we can take. Posture in a sense that we remain steadfast and we keep waiting on God, because it is in that waiting, in that posture of believing, that he continues to strengthen us. It wouldn't need him if it appeared as possible in the first place. If it was something that was possible, it wouldn't need faith. So it is in those impossible situations that looks like it's not going to happen, that looks like there is no chance, that he steps up and becomes God and stands tall in the situation. And right now, if you are in that boat, I am telling you now, it is so close. It is so close. I am with you. I am speaking to you as I am speaking to myself, as I have heard the Lord speak to me, that it is in those moments when we experience the hardest of pains or the intensity of pressure, the highest intensity of pressure, like our, the Garden of Gethsemane moments, when the glory of God is about to be revealed. So in our waiting season, for whatever it is that we are believing God for, after we have done all we know to do, we stand and we continue to thank God. We thank him that he will not fail. We thank him that he is going to bring it to pass. And indeed, he always comes through. The thing with the things of God is that they have their own time to them. They happen in God's time. They don't happen in our time. They don't happen on our timeline, in our time frame, and whatever it is, according to how much pressure we are feeling or how much we want it to happen. They happen according to God's time for him. The son was going to be Abraham, but it wasn't necessarily only for the benefit of Abraham. It was a generation that God was going to raise. More than a generation, it was a nation that we will come and be grafted into, as I'm speaking to you now, and I can declare and proclaim rather that I am a daughter of Sarah and Abraham. If it was not for the son of promise, I wonder if I would be here, if we would be here, if we would know what it's like to believe God for the impossible, if we would know what it's like for God to bring what is dead alive, what is dead to life, because Sarah's womb was as good as dead, but God still used that. So let's not look at our situations and circumstances and feel like they are dead and God cannot do anything with them. And you know what? As I am sitting here and I am bleeding for from the pain of separation with Ishmael, the Ishmael that I tried to fabricate myself, and found that Ishmael cannot coexist with Isaac. Ishmael cannot coexist with Isaac. So I find that I have to let go of Ishmael, and the pain is excruciating, but that was not part of God's plan in the first place. But even in that, he still has comfort, and his comfort is the child of promise is coming. He has not changed his mind about the promise. Even if we mess up and there is Ishmael to deal with, his promise will still prevail, because he promised it looking at the benefit of the kingdom, not only for our benefit. So he is going to do it. He is working it out. Be encouraged, remain encouraged, and all is well. It shall come to pass. At the appointed time, God will make it happen. God will speed up the process. I love you. God loves you. Thank you for listening.